So yes, my song Memory, which is my first and probably my most popular one, is indeed quite a bit dated as of now. So let's rework it. So we will set the BPM to 128 as we have it right here. And I already have the original melody and chords paste my clipboard. So yeah, let's just open up Direct Wave, use this piano preset that I got from an FLP, and not use the sampler, but the preset itself. Yeah, it's still such a golden melody despite being so absolutely simple. Yeah, it doesn't all have to be complicated as shit to be amazing, you know? I wouldn't call this melody amazing either. It's just a good melody, in my opinion. Do we rework the whole track? Yes, sure, I guess. But that means new off drops, new builds, new drops, and I'll have quite a good idea for that. So, yeah. Watch till the end to hear the final result, or just skip to the final result. So, yeah. Definitely gonna have to pitch this up. Very, very beautiful, despite not being amazing. Again. We won't do anything to the master volume this time. I had it on like 18 or something on the original. But I don't want the decibel level to exceed 0. So, yeah. That's not really what I want to do. I just want something that doesn't absolutely deep fry your ears, but still is energetic, you know? So I have the piano put to the chord mixing bus, and on that will be putting a low cut. Yeah, actually, should I just skip the mixing bit? Like, you already know how I mix my music. It's just about the reworking the track itself. I'm just gonna do that, hang on. And like, this ain't a tutorial either, it's just me having fun. Or me being bored and wanting to have fun. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna... Yeah, nice. We will open up Vital for this. Not Wave Traveler, Vital. Alright, chords going where there it is. So what I do want to do here to this one is add strings to make it a bit more full. We're gonna use this flex preset for this, not this one. Sustain, not staccato. Give it a higher layer and a lower one. That's nice. So what else do I want to do? Ah, yeah, ambience we also need for this one. As usual, because you can't go without it. For that, I'm just gonna pick out some ambience loops I have on my PC. So now that I got all of this here, got some ambience, got some chords, we're now going to go ahead and do the bass. For the bass, I will just use one flex preset, not the mid bass, just the sub bass. And to get your bass line, you just use the lower notes from your chord progression. And yeah, you just get yourself, here in this case, a flex preset. Do this. And get that melody. Pitch it up. Put it down. Yeah, this is the thing with the bass, it just adds so much more harmony into it. Like, yeah, the bass kind of roots the track nowadays. And for the mid bass, this time we'll use not 3 GMS presets, but 4. Because like I do want to add like a bit of a wobbly bass line to it too. To make it like a bit more out, to make it stand out a little bit more among my other tracks. Or something, yeah. For that, we'll just use my usual GMS synths. Mid bass. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. And the wobbly one, which is, I think, was it this one that sounded so wonky and I loved it? I think so. But I don't remember it being that loud, so I'm just gonna crank up the volume all the way. So yeah. That sounds funny for sure. With context? Okay, damn. With context actually sounds pretty fun. Now, not finally, but synthwise finally, let's go with the leads. And yeah, it's like 9 or 10 layers I'm using right now. Yeah, I've really upgraded. I think at first I used 2 layers of leads, and now I use 9 or 10. Yep, that definitely sounds a lot better. Yeah. Here you want them connected and not choppy. Otherwise it's not gonna have the same impact. Yeah. And this is how those leads sound like. Yeah, next up, we are going to be doing our drums. And they are, as usual, pretty simple because this is progressive house. Yeah, that very straightforward as usual, if I can actually find them though. Yep, there is the kick I currently use. They will just consider. Ah, shit, I forgot to add the ARP. And this is what those ARPs sound like. They're literally just a flex preset with some changes done to it, with open all the way cranked up and room all the way cranked up, and the PWM in the set around to the middle, and the 2 morphs set to the middle, so it gets more of a squarey sound going. But now for real, let's get them drums going. Surely I have not forgotten anything. I just said, surely I have not forgotten anything, and I have no clue if that's even recorded by OBS. But I forgot to add the fucking guitar. What an idiot I am. How foolish of me. But yeah, the guitar also goes to this, also goes to the chord mixing bus. You obviously have to pitch it though, so it doesn't sound off key, and no one wants something to sound off key unintentionally. But like, I do know that some artists can do off key notes pretty well. I can't. Had to do some changes here and there because I did feel like some of the ambience loops are too loud. I at first thought something was off key, but no, it was just some of the ambience loops I used being a bit too loud and coming through a lot more than I wanted them to do. So everything just kind of clashed. So yeah. Back to the main topic, which were the drums. I need like a clap loop going as well. cut off this end bit so they don't mesh together and bits of the collapse just won't sound, which I don't want to happen. What I also don't want to happen is my CPU to fucking die, holy shit. But yeah, next up we are going to be taking care of the rights. I'm going to be using that for the 4x4 beat. Whoopsie. And these for the melody itself. Now the difference here is that this one hits with the melody, this one hits with the kick drum. That's the trick with rights. But you have to EQ them. Like, you have to put on a low pass. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to put on a, I think, a low pass. I'm not sure. What did I put on there again? Yeah, that's just me being not having a great day today. Yeah, low pass. Yeah, you cut the highs. Otherwise, it's just gonna cut into the mix and just be absolutely ear piercing. Who the hell wants that? Not me, but I do know some who do. Uptempo producers. Next up, you put in a crash. And okay, yeah, it was timed correctly. And also, we need a hat loop. And we also need a snare. We're gonna use this one. But since it's more of a fill, as of now, we are going to put on a fade out. We're also going to be mixing the hats because they are kind of sharp. And I don't want that either. Yeah. Now there's only two things left for the drop. We are still going to make the builds and the off drop. The second drop I will probably do in another episode or here, we'll see. Yeah. So for the next bit we are going to be doing the downlifters. They're very simple and straightforward as usual. One hitting every time the drop hits again, like resets, if you get what I mean. One hitting every 16 beats and one hitting every 8 beats. And we're going to mix that by, like, I have a growth speed and an EQ on that, you know, sidechain and mixing. Now, yes, I know some of them are already sidechain, but the sidechain just doesn't hit enough. Like, it would stick out anyways. Now with the sound effects, let's get some fills going. I'll put those just for the sake of having some variation in it. This one's good. I like this one. Crank it up because it seems quiet as fuck. And, well, for this one I have no idea which one to use actually. No. I like this one. This one I like too. Use this one too often. Same with this one. You know what? Let's go with this one. I haven't used this one in a bit. Or have I ever used it even? Copy paste that and yeah. This is the drop by itself. Let's have a listen. I have to export this though before and play it in the editor because my CPU is going to be absolutely cooked while having OBS recording this. So the footage won't match here. sounded absolutely awful while recording it, just because my CPU was dying. Look at that peak! But yeah, let's get the build going. If I do remember correctly, like the build up in the original memory and its sequel were both very, very sudden, which was a thing I used to do quite often because I just didn't know how to make proper builds. Builds, I mean, I'm sorry. I cannot speak today, can you tell? Now, but all jokes aside, yeah, I actually do kind of know how to make proper builds now. So, yeah, let's make them. For that, I'm going to be taking some of the drops ambience as well. And make set ambience quieter. Have automate deletes here as well already. Love filter. Automate that. Now sorry, my voice just kind of decided to die there. Now I have added all of the ambience and have also cut off the ending of them. And also automated the sidechain too. Now I need some build-up loops going. Yeah, this one I like. This one sounds good too, but I will also make a fade out here. And this one, and also this riser from the ending of the drop. And another riser, more of a lasery one I'd like. Oh, that sounds so old school. Yeah, I love that. Sounds very old school. Love that. Before I can even do anything, I have to export it again, because once more my CPU is being my CPU. I won't work any further because of that either. So this is the final result for now, and I will do that in the rest in part 2.